Welcome
Things
back to
happen.
the Morning Show on XL7 TV. It's Friday, and that means one thing. It's This Week in Real Estate with Mr. Bob Zadora.
Good morning.
Yes,
It is nice. It's nice outside.
not a bad
Or
start.
not a start. Yeah, it's getting a little warm.
No, it's not. Warm is when there's triple digits.
No, that's hot.
No, hot is when there's triple digits, and the second one is a 2.
No, that's like a thermonuclear reaction happened.
Nah, it's not bad.
Okay.
But you're talking to the guy that still sits with his heater on at work. so-
Exactly. Exactly. And the humidity's coming up a little bit too.
well, humidity's good
That's
for
kind of
everyone.
what gets you.
Oh, you said humidity.
Humidity. Humidity is good for everybody, but humidity not so much.
How's the real estate world?
It's still moving, slowed some. People, not sure what they want to do. Actually, it seems the more houses that come on the market, the more people want to come on the market. The chance was to sell everything in 23, early 24. But a number of people we've been out with and go on and take a look at the house and giving them tips and clues, and some people that have inherited properties that, what am I going to do? Those types of things. And that's really where we really shine with stuff, is being able to help people get that stuff cleaned up, get it sold, get the house listed, and, go from there. There's a number of homes that are, the market has slowed down some. You can see it. But the number, we got 500 houses on the market, and 200 of them are in Mountain Home. So that's, in the grand scheme of things, that's a lot of houses in town. So trying to help those people. Linda was on the phone talking to people about price changes. We had a house that we put on before things, just before the 4th, so like the 2nd, I think it went in, and it was priced, this is where I want it to be. Okay, it's a little high. Over the 4th of July weekend, when this place was packed, people are everywhere, showings and everything, not one showing. Called back, said, okay, are you ready to, just making you aware of the market. We had no shows, no inquiries, no nothing. What do you want to do? Okay, so they dropped the price down to about where we said to be, and she had 2 showings that day. So you're not going to get buyers unless you have showings. You got to get them through the door so they can make that decision that they like the house or not. Not every showing is obviously a contract, but that's what you got to do. So it's, with that many houses, people can afford to pick and choose a little more, and that's what we're seeing.
The old adage of, well, I can always come down, but I can't go up. But you got to have a good medium starting place.
Right.
You can't be so way out that people, like you said, they're just not looking.
Yeah.
You've got to get something there to entice them to at least take a look. And then you better be prepared to negotiate. The art of negotiation's back.
We're back. We are, and we're getting into more of a buyer's market than a seller's market. It's not. COVID is gone now. Everything is kind of settled down. Places that were allowing people to work from home aren't anymore, so we're losing some of those people that were coming. Florida's got a terrible problem with homes on the market, like astronomical numbers on the market. So the people that would want to come from there, they're not making it because
If they can't sell,
they can't sell,
move.
they can't move. That's exactly right. And people, the number of people that are buying second homes is down a little bit. Just disposable income, and we're not seeing as much of that as maybe we had in the past. So interest rates are down a little bit. I ran into Kristen Sari the other day, and on like a 30-year fixed, he's at 6.37. 15-year is 5.5. An FHA is 5.87. VA is 5.87. And rural development is 5.7. So, and there's some good programs under some of those, making it easier for you to get those types of loans. So if if you've saved a little bit of money, got a little money you can put down and be able to start your life, now is a great time to be looking, because there's a lot of inventory out there. You're not fighting, you don't have 5 people fighting over the same house. Now you got those people out looking at 15 houses and being able to say, yeah, now we'll wait.
The threat and the danger of you being a first-time home buyer, you finally get your money put up or saved up that you can put down, and you get all excited about seeing this little 2 and 2 and put in an offer, then your realtor calls and says, well, you've been outbid.
Yeah. And
I'm sure it still happens, but probably not as much
not
as
as,
it
oh,
was.
not like it was. No. So, I mean, when you hear these national numbers, that's why I don't use any of the national numbers, because it doesn't apply to here. All real estate is local. And people that come to here, or those that want to stay here. We're having people, like I mentioned last week, people that were out a little bit and the houses were just too much to take care of, and keeping the lawns up and things like that. You know, it's great when you're 50, you're moving here and you're 55 and you're still all full of vim and vigor and ready to go, and I'm out, I'm gardening, I'm doing this, we could never do this before. But when you're 68, there's a change, it's a little harder to get down. It's easier to get down, but getting up becomes more of a challenge. And, stairs become more of a problem. 50s, you don't mind them at all. When we first came here, we had the house that we had in Big Creek had a beautiful staircase up and down, and the bedrooms were all upstairs and stuff. We didn't give that any thought at all,
Until that day.
Well, that was when we found the lot. We built the other house, so that was we just kind of moved out of that. It wasn't because we had to; it was just
Right.
that we kind of did. But it catches up a little bit. People, they still want to stay here. They don't want to necessarily go be with the kids. They want, if anything, they want the kids to come here. We're doing that right now. Rob and Beth were down. My oldest and his girl were down for the past 2 weeks, and they're going to be moving here for real. And so that's what the parents hope for, that's going to be the case. The kids that are up in Rensselaer, Indiana, whatever, they have they want the parents to come up to them. It's just kind of you never know how things are going to go.
Right.
Parents don't always want to go because they don't want to unpack all that stuff.
Yeah.
What am I going to do with all this stuff? And that's what we do. Really what we do.
What sets the Z team apart from some other realtors in the area?
Well, we're over 20 years of doing this. There's a lot that we've seen. We've gone through the ups and the downs a couple times. So we've got a little better idea than some of the kids that are getting started. And everybody's got to start somewhere. I understand that. But we're there already. We don't have issues with, we know the home inspectors, the banks, things like that. We know how to get things done because you build that up as part of your repertoire from doing things. Having the team is great because if it's somebody down south, give it a Reese. Somebody over in Yellville, Marion County, Darlene is born and raised there. She knows all of that. So it's worked out well for that. Sam takes care of a lot of the veterans stuff. Licensed in Missouri. So we've learned that as we've come together to by building a team. We built a team for I won't say the weaknesses that we may have had, we were able to build into that. And that's, it's a matter of, you don't need to know everything. You need to know where to go to get it. And to have that in our favor has been great. And we've produced great realtors. That was the other thing I wanted to have. Seeing some of the lackadaisical realty work that gets done sometimes, kind of gotta watch yourself. I wanted to see what we could do to help improve that. And we did do that.
Let's take a look at your numbers.
This week in real estate, there were there we go. How about that? It worked. This week in real estate, there were 56 new listings came on the market, 3 commercial properties, 11 parcels of land, 41 homes came on the market. They range in price from $39,000 to $1.1 million, and 3 of them are taking backups. 22 properties sold, 3 parcels of land, 19 homes sold. They range in price from $575,000 to $45,000. So the average sale price this week was $230,000 with 98 days on market. That's starting to stretch out a little bit. 5 properties expired. There were 43 residential price changes. So there were more price changes than there were houses coming on the market. Currently, there's 501 homes listed on the MLS, and like I say, 199 of them are in Mountain Home. Year to date, for 2025, there's been 569 homes have sold. Average sale price is $257,000 with 92 days on market. Last year, there had been 589 homes that sold. Average sale price was $241 with 91 days on market. In 2023, there have been 534 homes sold. That was when the interest rates first started to get in there. Average sale price was $220. In 2022, middle of COVID, there was 648 sales. Average sale price was $220 with 85 days on market. And in 2021, there had been 663 homes that sold. Average sale price was $193. In 2020, there were 536 homes that sold with average sale price of $159. So
$100,000 difference.
pretty near, pretty near.
How'd they get you?
Call my honey. She's at 870-405-0793. The website's retiredtoarkansas.net. The IDX is on there. It's got all the information for the MLS and everything for everybody's listings, not just ours, and we can help you as your buyer's rep. But call her, and we're not sitting around the office over at Century 21. Give us a call, and we will we'll get together with you and see what we can do to help you out. 870-405-0793. You having fun?
This has been This Week in Real Estate with Bob Zadora, 870-405-0793, retiredtoarkansas.net. We'll be back in just a moment.